What's up, Lowlives? Welcome to your motherfucking Friday. It's your boy Rhino back with an amazing episode of the Lowlife Podcast. With me, as always, my trusty co-host, Danny Panhead.
Oi, oi. Welcome to your Friday, Low Lives. We got a good one for you this week.
Yeah, dude, I'm super stoked. We are joined with Ron Harris from Traditional Chopper Magazine. What's up, Ron? How you doing?
Up, y'all?
We were talking right before the show. How long have you been doing this magazine?
The magazine, I'm going into year 4 print.
Year 4, and it's a quarterly, right?
Yep, quarterly. Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's been a ride, dude. I got to give a shout out to my editor, Englishman. It's just him and I that run the magazine. He does all the edit and layout. And yeah, dude, we just got together and I've seen other magazines making some shifts and stuff they were doing, man. And I don't know, man. Just I feel, like we were talking earlier about the grassroots of the garage guys and stuff. The guys are getting missed, and the really good fabricators and guys that keep their heads down don't say nothing. I felt like I need to expose these dudes and get them out there, man. They need to be seen because they deserve it. And that's one of the reasons I started this magazine, dude. And it's guns a blazing, and it it's formed into a very good thing that I did, and I dig it, man, because I'm meeting some cool ass people too, like super
Yeah.
rad people, appreciative people that just deserve the shine. You know what I'm saying? Deserve the gratitude because they do such cool shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta shout out we were talking about him before we started recording too, is Gordon, Flake Paint and Design. He put us in touch with you, and, I thought that was super cool. Old school, Gordon was just like, gave you my number or whatever, and then you called me, and me and you, first conversation, we just hit it off, and we talked for, like, fucking 2 hours, and I was just like, dude, I was like, "Ron, you're our people." Like, it's just immediately, like, the stoke level on choppers, like, you just know immediately if someone's about it or not, and,
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
just super stoked that you, like, reached out. This is actually the first time we're face to face. We've talked on the phone a few times, and actually this week, I told Dan, I was like, "Dude, I think Ron might be my guardian angel because we were having a real rough week this week." And then you called me up and you were just like, "Dude, I went from, like, here to, like, on fucking cloud 9." I was just like, "Yeah, dude." Like, the enthusiasm and the love and shit was just super appreciated it. I hung up
Dude,
with Ron. I called Dan and I go, "You need Ron in your life. We're doing a
Literally,
show with Ron this week."
yeah. Is like, dude. He straight up was like, dude, we need to do this podcast this week so that you can feel what I'm feeling right now. And I was
yeah,
like, I,
dude. I
I
mean,
can
look, you
fucking
guys.
use that. Let's do it.
Hey, let me tell you, your guys' vibe, man. Like you said, when you guys did that skit with Clay, I'm sitting there, I'm like, y'all motherfuckers had me fired up. I'm like, yeah. That's like, I'm like, dude. So I'm like, Ryan, I gotta tell you, bro, you guys, man, this thing's stoked. I'm like, you guys are doing something like I couldn't do this. Dude, I had a semi trailer that I used to go around all the big shows, and I'd be lucky I got 5 motherfuckers to get in that damn thing. I
Mm,
mean, it's
shit.
crazy, dude. I mean, I've been doing events for years, dude. It's like I just it's still, dude. I don't know what formula you guys did, but I might have to heist you guys somehow. Be like I'm gonna like, hey, but
uh,
dude, it's just awesome, man. And you guys, and I love it, man, that you guys are doing it. You guys are into it. And you got that many people. It stokes me up. Like I said, dude, it feels like it's like an injection to the chopper industry that it needs. And you guys, if you guys, what you're doing there is, I don't think you guys really realize how big of what you guys are doing, how big of what kind of exposure you are doing for so many people and for the chopper industry as a whole, man, is monstrous, dude. So monstrous. You guys deserve a victory lap, man, for putting this thing together. For real.
No, appreciate that.
Thank
Hopefully
you. Fuck
hopefully we can
yeah.
pull it
I'm
off.
gonna say we
If it
still got to
come
pull
if
it
it
off,
pops
but
off like we think it's going to,
yeah.
it's gonna be something really special this year, you
Well,
know?
you'll always have the cry committee come out.
Yeah. Dude, so Ron, you've been in the biz for a long time. So for people that are not familiar with you, do you wanna give us, like, your backstory? Like, how you got into choppers, your kind of your biography, I guess, you know?
All right. So I'm a third generation bodyman painter by trade. old school tin banger dude, man. My lead guy, taught my grandpa, my dad, the old school ways. Hot rod dude. My grandpa was into bikes. My dad was into bikes. And then, dude, like when '03 hit, I was like, yeah, I kind of digging. I'm like, all right, man, it's like when you're building a car, when you're restoring a car, you have to stay the fine lines. You can't do nothing crazy or you're a hack or a butcher.
Hmm.
Boy, when you get on a chopper and you can just let it rip, it's the coolest thing in the world. I built my first bike in '03 and that was it. The bug bit me.
Yeah.
And I have my own shop outside. It's called Chop Docs Choppers. And I started that in 2003. And in 2008, when the economy crashed, I was working at the Pontiac dealers, a body man, and I left there and went full time in my shop. And it's where I've been ever since. And then 4 years ago, I was like, hey, cool. I'm going to start a magazine too. Let's be more dumb. And
No shit.
yeah, man. So, I mean, just, building and, a fabrication and paint really carried most of my shop weight throughout most of the years. I build still just mostly for myself. I don't really do much customer stuff. I had some parts, some stuff like that, but dude, I love this industry, man, as a whole. I mean, I hate some of the people in it, but it's when you live and breathe it your whole life, man, it's just, or basically, now I've got, like I said, 25 years. Well, yeah. It's just, it's life, dude. It's my life. It's who I am.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What was that first bike that you built in '03?
Dude, you're gonna laugh. It's a fucking fat tire thing. I was one of them clowns.
That was
What was that style
of
at the
the
time
time.
though, right?
Yeah. Dude, but let me tell you what sucked. Let me tell you the one thing that pissed me off so bad, like, is I did that first fat tire bike and I was like, oh yeah, it's cool. Then I'm like, no, fuck this, dude. I like old school shit. So then I built kind of like, CFL kind of style, 180 tire. I still have that bike. And and then I got it, skinny 130s. I was no bigger than 130 shit. And yeah, dude, I watched some guys, from that to 2008, just everybody buy their way to the top of the food chain, and everybody was this, and these guys didn't have a fucking lick of skills. None. They just had deep pockets. But man, I'll tell you, when 2008 came, I just watched the toilet flush and all them go down with it. And all the real true dudes were still there, and still going. I mean, still to this day, these dudes are still going, which sometimes is good when that toilet flushes.
yeah.
That's crazy though. That was a short run though. It was like the
Yeah.
early 2000s to 2008, and then it was like a bubble burst, you know? And it just abruptly stopped. But then there was all the dudes that kept on going with it, you know?
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
yeah, that's definitely a testament. I can think of a few off the top of my head that maybe don't get that credit that they deserve. But yeah, they've been through that kind of fat tire craze that we all sort of poo poo a little, you know what I mean? But
Right.
they're still
Yeah.
here
Well,
and they're
shout out
still
our boy
doing it. And they're
fucking
still
yeah, Chop Ahead, dude. Big truth.
chop
He
ahead, chop a
started
bob.
he's actually having his 25th this year, and he started I guess that makes it 2001. Well, he regrets it because he could have been a millionaire if he just hopped on the fat tire craze. But, he was building cool shit, and he's still building cool shit, you know?
Fuck yeah.
You can't
Yeah,
kill
man.
cool. No bubble can pop on cool.
Nope.
Yeah. My thing is you can't buy cool from a catalog.
True, true.
You gotta make that shit.
Yeah. That's what makes it such a tough business to make a business out of because the whole point of building choppers is, like, doing it yourself and doing something different and creative, like but there are a lot of cool companies that they support that, you know what I mean? Like, you're not necessarily you building your first chopper, you're not gonna make, like, your first tank from scrap, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
some
Right.
dudes are built that way. I'm not one of those dudes, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And they
but
give
you
you,
can
like,
buy
a
one
nice leg up, with all
yeah.
the tutorial videos and all the information that's out there now, so you can you can dip your toes in and then kinda ramp up and challenge yourself, you know?
And it's kinda hard too, man, when you got Lowbrow and Bitwell and TC Brothers doing you could buy a banging tank for like $150. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty
okay,
cheap.
I can make $150 a whole lot faster than I can make a gas tank.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
but it gets, it doesn't, man, dude, like, it's like you're saying, dude, you buy that, do that, but it's like, it still gets them in the groove, then they're like, "Okay, man, now I really wanna make a tank,"
Hmm.
but just to get that bug, man, once they get that little taste, it's almost like being a crack dealer, you gotta give them
Yeah,
that first little hit to get them rolling.
that's right. Yeah.
Mm,
I mean, even just modify the parts. Like you're saying, you might not make your first gas tank, but you might fuck around with some rod stock and an acetylene torch or something and do a little
yeah,
molding maybe, or cut it up and whatever,
for sure.
move the bung or something. That's a start.
It's
Yeah,
like I was telling my
every bike you build, you get a little bit better, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can push yourself a little bit further until, you invest in the tooling, you get an English wheeled or a bead roller or fucking whatever it is. You have to tool up to get to a point where you can literally make anything.
yeah. Yeah, like my dude Ben that I do my podcast with, like he's a sport bike dude. And he's, we've been doing it for like now the other day, he finally's like, all right, bro, we did like 3 pods with 3 builders. And he's like, "Bro, I gotta build a bike." I'm like,
Mm.
"What?" He goes, I'm in." So Sunday we went and he bought him a nice little '05 1200 custom, his first Harley, and he goes, "I just want to change some parts and learn as it because he knows nothing, dude. I mean, he's not mechanically inclined. I mean, he's just as we do our pods, the questions he asks are genuine, dude. Like people wouldn't ask but he doesn't know. So he's learning. So he bought this. He goes, I'm just going to start changing out parts before we cut it apart. I just want to start learning and talking about it. I'm like, cool. That's good. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, man, buy a bike if you can't afford it hard to change the shocks, change a gas tank, whatever, bars, whatever. Dude, just get on create, man. Just do cool shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Spray paint the fucking thing. It's not the way I would do
Yeah.
it now, but do on your first one, fuck it. Do
Yeah.
something.
You
There's
got
nothing wrong with
yeah,
rattle cans. Hey,
Yeah.
rattle
just
cans come a long way. Let me tell you.
Oh,
even just
yeah.
dude,
Just
like, if you
stuff
got your
now is
first
crazy.
bike and you paid a bunch of like, you got a newer bike or whatever, and you wanna change out the bars, it's kind of a big deal, because
Yeah.
shit doesn't just it's not nothing is bolt and go, really, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna have to change the
Okay.
the cables because 'cause they're not long enough because you put apes on it, shit. Like, that's how you get into it is doing it just do anything to make it customized, and the more you do, the more comfortable you get until you start cutting shit apart and getting real crazy, And then you get comfortable and you're like, I can do that, Like, I just raked my first bike this year, And I'm not saying I did it correctly, but I fucking did it, you know what I mean?
No, it's
You just
good.
gotta your balls grow with every build.
Did your thumb straighten it? Just make sure.
I just
I know.
eyeballed it, yeah, dude.
You go.
I have, like, lasers and stuff, and I'm like, I don't need that.
Yeah, yeah, just
Dichometer.
bubble
These
bubble up
choppers like a
liner
little
coat it.
slop,
Mhm. Ugh. That looks
And
straight to me.
when you ride old bikes, they're kinda sketch anyways, Like, if you
Right.
just started
Yeah.
riding on, like, a '70s shovel head or whatever, like, it's kinda sketchy as it is. You don't know who the fuck touched this in the last, like, 4 decades. So
Dude,
it's
I
actually a
don't
good thing to get comfortable, like, tearing stuff apart to understand how it works, and also, you're like, "Dude, that's, like, not safe anymore." Like, that wheel bearing is not okay, you
Yeah.
know?
You gotta know what you're looking at. Yeah.
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 For sure.
Take shit apart and put it back together, that's the way you learn.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
So
And his lots of
what
Loctite.
dude, don't forget the fucking Loctite, dude.
Right.
Don't forget the Loctite or cotter pins or any of those locking mechanisms, they're really
Yeah.
important. Yeah. What's the name of the podcast that you do with your boy?
It's just traditional chopper podcast. You can
Traditional
go on the
Chopper Podcast.
Instagram and you can just grab the link off there and check it out. We run like 3 a year, man, that we post out. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
I mean, like you said, doing with him, dude, it's like rad because like I said, he just started, really hanging out with me like 3 years ago, man. He knows nothing about chopper stuff. But he's done the events and stuff. Me hung out and like we've had different people, like all kinds of different people in the industry on. And like these last 3, we had Jesse Serpan from Raw Iron, we had Bill Dodge and Jeremy Valentine, and all 3 of them like were sitting there and he just dude, after that, the conversation with, me and them guys chopping, he's asking, he's like, dude, I'm like, he was like fired up. I'm like, well, that's good. That's like you guys, your show, man, it's firing them people up, man. Getting people, and that's the stuff we all need to do collectively as a
Right.
group, man. Is get people like Ben and these dudes you guys got going fired up to keep building, man.
Mhm.
That's it, man. That's like, dude, a lot of this stuff with my magazine, do I want to profit? Yes. But do I really started it, man, to keep this industry going and to keep it going kind of the way I feel around old school choppers is, even though maybe right, maybe wrong, but to keep dudes in it, man. I want to keep this alive.
Right.
It's so important to me. I'm so passionate about it. I poured my life into it,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I'm sure
same,
as you
man.
guys get more and more into it, I know you guys probably feel the same way. Especially this show, man. This is your baby, dude. You guys are gonna kill it.
Well, a lot the this show, the podcast, like, we really do cater to the new people, like,
Yeah.
I really try well, because this podcast I didn't start this podcast. I was just a fan of the podcast. I ended up taking it over, like, down the line, as I got to know the hosts and shit, but, it's what really inspired me and helped me, you know? Like, I was on the like, I had no one, like, none of my friends were into choppers. I didn't know anything about choppers. I'm on Chop Cult and, like, different forums and stuff, but to have a show, like, every week where people are like, "Oh," you find out that there's dudes that live in your fucking neighborhood that are into the same shit, and they're at the same level as you too, and, kinda build a community around it and, try to like, when you're all alone, you don't have a gray beard, like, you're begging for a gray beard. You want someone to tell tell you how to build a fucking shovel head,
Mhm.
and, like, show you how to do it, but you don't have that, so you're, like, looking at old pictures of Easy Rider and fucking trying to it's, like, Xeroxed 1,000 times, and it's a PDF. You're trying to figure stuff out on your own. You really need, like, that you need people around you to be like, if nothing else, just to give you the confidence that, like, yeah, it's not really that big a deal, but, like, this show is all about bringing people together from all over, and especially, like, the thing that blows my mind about the Idle Hand show, we got motherfuckers coming from California, Washington. Dude, we have people from, like, out of the country that wanna come in to the show because of the podcast. That's another, like, unique aspect to the show is just, like, we have a like, the low lives and the people that listen to this show, it's like a microcosm of the fucking wider chopper scene, and they all know each other and they all talk online, and it's the type of people that they're like, "Hey, I'm going to New Hampshire. I'm from fucking, like, Roanoke, Virginia. Can I crash at your house on the way there?" type of thing, and they're like, "Yeah." If you're a fan of the show, then yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you listen to the
Awesome.
same shit I listen to, it's like a litmus test, like, you're cool if you listen to the show and you build choppers. Like, I know you're not a scumbag. You're not gonna fucking kill me and my wife in our sleep type of thing,
Nah.
So that's what's really cool about this new iteration of choppers. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of it is online, a lot of it's on, like, Instagram, a lot of it's terrible and toxic. But for the
Yeah.
most part, like, the core of it, like, people are really cool and they get it, and they have a lot of respect for each other because they know what goes into building a bike. It's a lot of money and a lot of dedication and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and it takes friends and it takes, like, strangers on the internet. Like, you can just be like, "Hey, I'm having trouble with this," and, like, dudes that never met you, they take time out of their day and they're like, "Yeah, I've been there, I've done that, and here's how it goes," and they help each other out. And that's the new chopper community, is like, it's all the cool stuff from the old days. We all wanna be the vagabonds, dirty bikers, camping
Yeah.
out in fucking hammocks and shit. We wanna nobody we don't wanna commit any felonies, but some, misdemeanors are fine, and, drink beer and have a good time, swear and shit and fucking wrestle a little bit, but then, like, when you're most of these dudes do it as a hobby, like,
Mhm.
there's a very small few of dudes that are, like, getting on their choppers and traveling the world, and those guys are, like, 1.0001% of the population. Most
Yeah,
people do
bike
this as a
buddy.
hobby, and on the weekends, they'll take a long weekend and they just wanna fucking rage and ride their fucking machines and be free and fucking do mushrooms and fucking or whatever, they just wanna have fun. And, yeah, dude.
I love
That's what's just it's just so cool to me that, like, I've been in, I guess I've been around choppers for like a decade now. Like that's when I got into it. I got into it late in life. And the people that I meet, they're all just super cool. They're just super cool dudes. They
Yeah.
just get it. They get life. They don't like
The
bellyache about stupid shit, and they fucking know how to have fun. And like every show you go to, it's just like people admiring other people's work. They have a lot of reverence for that, because
Mhm.
they know how hard it is. And they're like, I can't, how did you do that? And they're really interested in how someone created something. And then it's just like, you're just like instantly friends. You can go to a chopper show if you build a chopper and nobody's hating on you, nobody's shitting on you. They're just like, you're all cut from the same cloth. So I mean, obviously, there's way better chopper builders out there than us. You know what I mean? But I aspire to be that someday. You know what I mean? Like I look at them, I'm not jealous of their. And again, success in the chopper community. It's like it's getting a fucking blue ribbon at a fucking Triple H, like cow show or whatever. You're not getting rich
yeah,
off this shit. It's done for the passion of it.
right? I mean, it's crazy, like you're saying, like those gray hair guys and stuff like that. So when I first got into the industry, the guy, I mean, uh, I had my mentor, man. His name was Clay Cobb. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of him. He does these side draft manifolds, say Cobb on them. I don't know
I've
if you
heard the
ever
name
seen
for
them.
sure.
So Clay was like, he was my dude. Dude, you want to talk epitomize what a real biker was? This guy rode choppers before he went to Vietnam. Come out of Vietnam. Still rode choppers. Built his own Springer front ends. Built his side draft manifolds. Owned a machine shop. Raised his family. And dude, he rode rigids as long as I've known him. He went and I had my shop here in Michigan. It was the coolest thing in the world. And I wrote a story about this. He come up and he had this stroker shovel head, dual carbs with this manifold stuff with a 10 over Springer. You watch him wheelie behind my shop. All you see is that gray beard split like this, and him right there, come down, and he come back laughing. And dude, that guy would do, and he taught me so much stuff. He was just genuinely a good man, and just he was a real biker, dude, like, through and through. And like any of his manifolds he sold to anybody, like he'd get on the phone with them to help him tune the carburetors and everything. And
Yeah.
dude, his Springers, and before this was the last time I seen him before he passed away, he gave me all of his diagrams for me to build his Springers. And his Springers were, here's the deal. He would not bring you, he goes, you want it for a show bike? Go buy one from Paco. You want one to ride? I'll build you one. And that's the way he was. He gave me all the pamphlets to build his Springers. And
No
I'm like,
shit.
that dude, yeah, dude, the guy was, he was amazing, dude. He was just
Mm.
such, he was like, if anybody didn't get a chance to meet Clay, it is a bummer because he was the real deal. I mean, the guy was just, I don't know anybody could say a bad thing about him, man. He was just so fucking rad.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, dude. I got a picture of him over there. He had a drag bike too, dude, a Shubster. Fucking bike with
Oh,
980. Watch him
hell
go,
yeah.
his legs spread out there, beard going out there, man. Roar down the drag strip and shit, dude. He's fucking, that was awesome, man. He was fucking the best. And he was a big Triumph dude, like back in the 70s. So I
Oh,
just
no shit.
Triumph stuff, man. That's when we started building those manifolds, man, to cool the top ends and shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude. He goes, yep, I just used to build fast bikes for people to go to bar to bar. I was like,
Yeah.
cool.
That's killer. They don't make them like that anymore.
No, dude. He's and the cool thing is like I've been speaking with his daughter. She has all the castings and everything. We're gonna try work on start recasting the manifolds again. And dude,
That's awesome.
they work really good.
Very cool.
They're
Yeah.
cast manifolds?
Yes, they're casted. I'll send you a couple pictures of some, man, when we get off. So he had
Yeah.
them casted, and then he showed me he had a bench flow, man. He showed me how he bench flowed them and cleared them out and polished them. And like my one that I have on my second bike I built, it was the first dual setup that he'd ever made. So I got it and I made this cool air intake that comes up and down. It's all wackadoodle shit. And dude, he had that thing just tuned right in on this Evo motor, man. And then a little bit my buddy Shuby, he was a S&S guy because Clay was a Makuni guy. And it was at Makuni's, that's it. So Shuby got him to do one for an S&S plunge. And the last run he did, he's like, Ron, I can't get nobody to buy these things. I posted them on the internet. Everybody hit me. I didn't get them for sale. I want them, so I sold them. And I put them all. All of a sudden, he calls me and goes, I got all this money going into my PayPal. What's going on? I said, I sold all your intakes for you.
No shit.
Damn, dude.
He goes,
Man.
well, I should just had you sell them for me anyway. I said, no, we need to start casting. But his daughter wants to keep his legacy alive, with recasting them. So me and her are going to try to get something together, get him back up and going again because, dude,
Yeah.
they work like super good. Like, it's a 100-degree day. You grab that manifold, that bitch is ice cold. And dude, like atomizing your fuel and like performance, like say on your valve train, dude, the things just worked. They fucking
Yeah.
work.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
I love parts like that,
Mm.
like, tested, tried, true, like, if you don't continue it, then someone else has to reinvent it, like, at some point, and
Yeah.
it may never be repeatable,
Yeah, for sure.
And
That's
it's
so
like,
cool too.
go to the swap meets and stuff, like, I have never even seen one of his intakes for sale at a swap meet ever, because I grab
Mm,
them. Ever, man, it's crazy. So if you guys see him, like I said, it says COBB on the top. 9, if you grab them, if you get grab them, no matter if it's for the Ironhead one, for the Triumph, for a Big Twin, it doesn't matter, man, grab them
Yeah,
because
will
they are
do.
rare.
no
Hmm.
shit. Like,
Sounds like an heirloom
how
piece.
many did he make? Like,
Dude,
150?
he's started casting them in 1972.
Damn.
Oh, Jesus.
So there's a few out there.
That's one of the SNS ones. I want to say he probably like the last 10 years before he passed away, he started do the ones with the SNS flanges on them.
Yeah,
So there's not really a lot of those floating around. But
Okay.
all those for the big twins, the Ironhead and the Triumph ones, those are the ones that he basically did a lot, because Ironheads and them, they go, he's been so damn hot. So those are ones he casted the most, or he sold the most for Ironheads and Triumphs, man. Dual setups, dude. His duals look so cool coming off, man. 90s up there running right with the sides of the fin of a Triumph and the carbs hand looks so cool.
Oh yeah.
damn, dude.
But
I want one
yeah,
so bad.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a Makuni guy myself.
I am too, guys. Obviously I was taught on him. So yeah, I'm a Makuni dude. Yeah, round slide Makuni dude. That was it. That was his jam. Shit,
Mm.
dude, you could buy him back then for like $28 off a hog follow or whatever the hell it was. It was
Yeah.
like great.
I've been searching
They're
for a
still short
42.
money, yeah.
I've been searching for a 42 forever. I can't find one for short money, but I'm also
Oh,
very poor.
42, yeah.
Yeah. I'd like a 42 for my panhead, but
I might know a guy.
all
I might know a guy.
right. Right on. I get they're usually
Yeah, I might know a guy.
it's funny. When I wasn't looking for them, they were at every swap meet around here. And I remember seeing them for $20, at least the throttle bodies, $20, whatever. And they were just parts everywhere, everywhere. Now that I want one, there's none. They're all gone. None to be found.
Yeah. Dude, it's the same thing as, like, hunting, You throw on some camo and sling
Yeah,
a
right.
rifle over your shoulder, that fucking turkeys, deer, they go extinct, dude. If you're looking for something, it's not gonna be there.
For
It's gonna
sure.
be there when you're broke as shit, you pull out your fucking wallet, moths fly
You're
out of it,
right.
and you're like
Yep.
and you don't need it.
100%.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you what though, dude, WPS, the Western Power Sports, you can buy them in um their speed section they have. You can buy the Makunis, dude. They're priced really reasonable,
Okay.
like super reasonable.
Okay. I will check
If you
that
need
out.
to, let me know, dude. I'm a dealer for them guys. I can get you hooked up.
Okay. Awesome. Will do.
Yeah,
Thank you. Hell yeah.
no
Cool.
problem.
Yeah. Dude, that's so here's the other thing about your boy too, is like
Yeah.
he's chopping way back in the day, no internet, like no tutorials. Like, yeah, they had biker mags and stuff, but he had to figure this shit out by himself. And he did it like probably trial and error. And like that's nobody really I feel like a lot of people don't have the time to do that anymore. Like that's a really like a passion project to be like, I need to create a manifold that is cooler, for the performance of the bike. And like to do that on your own, like how do your brain just some people, their brains are just like wired that way.
Why
They could just
like
like
that?
figure it
Yeah,
out. I couldn't ever do that in a million years.
No. To conjure that up, you have to learn an entire other discipline that people go to school for nowadays and then be like,
yeah.
I want to apply that to my motorcycle. You know what I mean? That's not, you don't just come up with a manifold, especially not
Dude,
one that works really well.
Dude, like, you see when he put him on that bench flow, and it's the old bubble style bench flow, and you just watch him flow it, watch him do it, and he'd sand the inside and do everything, just certain corners and this. He knew exactly where to shave that thing right, and you'd watch that bubble flow, and he said there, "Look around there, so it's flowing right there." I'm just looking like, "This guy's a fucking genius."
Black magic. That's so
And he said to
fucking
me too,
cool.
he goes, "Ron, I got nobody to give this knowledge to." He goes, "You're all I have." I said, "I'll take it all. I'll
Yeah.
take it all."
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
he was rad, dude. He was I mean, a guy, he means so, so much to me, man. It just they always take the good ones. That's all I have to say.
yeah. Absolutely. Yep. We all gotta
Sound
have
like
our
you led a
OGs
cool
around.
fucking
Thank
life,
you.
yo.
At least I got to
Got to
have
go
him in my
fucking
life,
ride
so I'm
choppers,
happy
go to
for that.
Vietnam, come back, ride some more
Yeah.
choppers, you know?
Yep,
Fuck yeah.
yep, yeah,
Very
man.
cool.
Sure. But
So,
yeah.
the other thing I wanted to talk about real quick too, or not real quick, I wanted to get into depth. Your show that you've done, is it the Motor City Get Down?
Yep. Yep. Yeah,
Tell us
Motor
a
City
little bit
Get
about
Down.
that.
Okay. So we're going into year 3 of that. It's a modern skate and surf down in Detroit. Uh, I'm partners with it with Bill Danforth, and Bill does the skateboard part of it. He does his bowl contest. So what we do, man, is we get like a group of dudes. It's not the same thing as you. It's like we do a chopper showcase, no awards, stuff like that, dude. We just do submissions, man. Just go on the website, submit your bikes. Get some dude, just good group of bikes, whether you're a builder or enthusiast, it doesn't matter. If you got something cool, we want the bike in there. And we stage them all around the inside of the skate park. And this skate park is fucking huge. And so we set that all up in there. Like I said, Bill does the bowl contest. We have a ride-in show. We have bands. We do a pre-party over at Clem's. Shit, we had wrestling last year, man. This year we got stunt bikes coming. Uh, yeah, dude, it's we've me and Bill, it's crazy, dude, because we both grew up Detroit kids, and I was a skate. I skated back then, a BMX dude, all that stuff, and we knew all the same people, and we didn't meet each other till we moved to Florida.
No
And
kidding.
we sitting on his front porch, and
No
we're sitting
shit.
there bullshit. He goes, "Dude, we need to do a show together at the skate park at George's." I'm like, "I'm down. Let's do this." And it came up, dude, and it's happened. The cool thing this year too is Bill's being inducted into the Skateboard Hall of Fame.
No
So
way.
yeah, dude. So he got in. This is he finally got inducted in, and George that owns the skate park, him and Bill like have known each other like since day one. And so George just wants to do this big thing there at the Get Down for him and stuff. It's gonna
That's so
be
cool.
it's gonna be fucking rad.
Fuck
It's gonna be
yeah.
rad. Yeah,
That's so sick.
it's gonna be a banger, man. I can't wait. But yeah, dude, it's one of those shows, man. It's just like I pour my heart and soul in like you guys are in yours. It's our baby. We love it, dude. I like everything about it. Just the crossover between skateboards and choppers, dude, is so big, and
Mhm.
BMXing too, man. That's so big, man, that people don't realize it. Like George that owned the skate park, he's like, "Ron, are you sure?" He goes, "Should I get security or anything like that?" I go, "George, hey, ain't nothing like this." And then the show started going. We're standing up on one of the bowls of the bank. He's like, "Ron, this is really cool." He goes, "We're doing this next year, right?" I was like, "Yeah, hell yeah, we're in." And
Yeah.
he's in, man, he's got a Harley, pull his bike out, and he gets on the mic and Georgie gets right into it, man. It's a great partnership with Bill and I and George. And like you say, the facility, the vibe, the whole thing. And this year we're
Mhm.
going 2 years. Friday, I think V Twin Visionary is gonna come in and do Chopper Performance Show, an FXR show. I think they're gonna mix a little rockabilly stuff in with it. We're gonna do a
Yeah.
kickflip kickstart contest.
Shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn.
We're gonna up the game, see how good these boys are. We
I
got that
love that.
ride over the like I said, we're packing it full this year, man. It's so much stuff.
Dude, that's so cool. That's, Gremlin Wiring. He does shit. He does, like,
Yeah, that
yeah,
I got it from
skateboard
that
tricks. Yeah.
dude. I'm like, this guy's cool as shit. And I know I'm stealing his stuff. If he's listening, dude, good job. I'm stealing his
Wow.
Dude,
shit.
he does
That's
good
so
shit,
cool.
man. He just came out with that new, like, fuse block setup with the
Yeah.
fucking 3D printed shit. So innovative and cool, dude, like and he's a super cool dude. I like talking to him a lot. and he just comes up with cool shit. But yeah,
And
dude,
that was cool,
skateboards
man.
and fucking choppers and hardcore and all types of different kind of music. Actually, up here in the Northeast, I found there's a lot of like early, like late '90s, early aughts hip hop guys that are into choppers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wu Tang and Nas and shit.
Well, that
Right.
comes from the skate and the BMX culture too.
I
That's where
think
I
so
found
too.
it.
Yeah, I
That
think
was
that.
my direct inroad to choppers was skate, BMX, punk, hardcore, choppers.
Yeah,
Like that is
Yeah.
directly how I got here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
yeah.
feel like that's
All
a
the
lot
coolest
of us.
subcultures converge.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just misfits. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
Nobody on fruit boots though yet that I've seen. The rollerbladers.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not
Damn, I
true.
forgot about those.
Hold on,
Famous
isn't
for
that
nothing.
hold on,
Our
ain't
Florida
that
boy, he's
West
a
Coast
fruit
shit?
booter.
Ain't that
Huh?
West Coast shit? No, West Coast? Yes.
Guys, I
Damn.
have a confession to make. I was never a skateboarder, but I did fruit boot. My
We
dad
know.
was big into rollerblading, and I
We know.
rollerbladed too.
We can tell.
So you just broke the mold, bro. Look.
I was
See, now
not
you
good
just
at it.
I was like, yeah, dude, I was a fruit booter too. Look, yeah, bro, you're the man.
Yeah,
Thanks
I'm
for
not
ringing that.
throwing any shade, dude. I mean, I did a lot of things I'm not proud of, but
No, dude, I feel like everybody had rollerblades at some point. I had rollerblades at one point.
I know,
In
but not
fact,
the trick ones. Like it was either you skateboarded or you like rollerbladed, and they had the ones that you could slide down the rails and all that
grind
shit.
on. Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember dudes would have a piece of pipe in between the two, the front and the rear one. Yeah. That was
You know why I gave it
forgot
up
about that.
is I went to the fucking. I was with a bunch of other skateboarders and shit, and they're like, "Yeah, whatever, we'll let you hang." And we went to an arcade, and I didn't have shoes, dude. You're wearing fucking rollerblades, and they're like, "You can't be in here with those." All the skateboarders are just holding their boards. And I
Yeah.
was like, "Dude, yeah, I can't be doing this, dude.
That's funny.
Like, you have to wear them all day? What?"
Yes. That's awesome.
God.
That's awesome.
You have to whip them out when we go to Daytona Beach next year, Rhino.
Dude, oh my God.
I don't have them.
Come on.
We're
I
starting
will
to go
get a pair.
get Rhino some new fruit boots.
I'll fucking
Yeah.
buy them. I'll pay for them myself. I don't give a shit.
50, bro, I'm in.
Hell
Do
yeah.
they still sell them? I'll throw them on, dude. I used
I
to
think
be
they got
pretty
the
sick.
ones with the My Little Pony on the side.
Yeah, I'm thinking light up. Oh yeah, for sure. All of that.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
for sure.
I'll do it all.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'll
you gotta
custom paint the fucking things.
You got to go all the way, bro.
Yeah.
Gotta
Has anyone
commit.
ever custom painted a pair of rollerblades? I wonder. Let's do that.
Dude, custom painted by No Luck Paintworks, and I'm gonna ride my chopper into the Idle Hand show in my fruit.
Custom painted rollerblades. Maybe that could be our trophy, dude.
That's actually a good idea.
Maybe that could be our trophy.
Or
We
your
gotta
trophy girl wears them.
We gotta. So I don't know if you've
we
heard
need a
about this
trophy
or not,
girl.
Ron. Have you heard our trophy system for the Idle Hand show?
No, lay it on me.
So what we're doing is we're doing an art show. There's going to be 13 artists. Each of them have carte blanche. They're making whatever they want. The only like direction they have essentially is trophy size. So what we're going to do is myself and our friend Muzzy are going to organize this art show. We're just going to have some display or whatever at Idle Hands, and we'll have everything up there with little plaques and everything, who brought what and what it is and whatever. Each of the artists have been designated a particular trophy. So each of their art pieces at the end of the day on Saturday are going to be awarded to the winner of their trophy. So the best in
That's
show, the best paint, all that stuff. Those are
yeah.
all, so it's all custom pieces of art that these
Yeah.
these people are going to be winning, rather than like, we got the place down the street to print a best in show thing, which is whatever. People are pumped
Right.
to win, but it's like, it's custom art. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I get
we
it,
gotta-
man. Yeah. If it's
we
the
got to come
culture-
up with one too. We got to do one for ourselves. So we haven't
Yeah.
even talked about that yet, but we'll
I'll
figure it
I'll
out.
go to my parents' house and try to dig up my old fruit boots.
There you go.
We'll dip them in
Dude.
bronze, dude.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, like they used to do with the kids. Dude, my God, it's so funny. My mom did that shit with me when I was a kid in my baby picture. I'm like, what is this? I got older. What is? Oh, these are your old shoes. I'm like, I wore those fucking things. Why are you in those things?
We'll make them. Yeah, dude. I'll find them both. We'll bronze them both. They'll weigh like 85 pounds, and you have to put them on your rear view mirror, just like baby shoes.
Yeah.
No, like truck nuts. Hang him up.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, that's a flex, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, that would look tough. So like, we got truck nuts? No, I got Fruit Loops, dude. Check that shit out. Boom, boom.
So so are you in Detroit now?
Yeah. Yep.
Based out of
Yeah.
Detroit? How
Yep.
far is that from Chicago?
About 5 hours,
Oh, it's
four or
like the
5 hours.
other side, right? Of
Yeah.
the
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Our boy Sam is moving to Chicago. Pan Sam. He's moving to Chicago actually I think he just moved.
He did.
He's
Yeah.
there
He's
now.
officially moved in. Yeah.
So he's gonna be at the Motor City Get Down. But he's a good dude.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Does
For
he got a
sure.
bike?
Oh, yeah.
Is
He's
he?
got a
Is he
panhead.
in the? Is he in our show? Or is he just coming to hang?
He's just gonna come to hang. Yeah, he's not much I don't he's not much of a bike builder, he's more of a bike rider. He loves
Okay.
he's been on the road a lot. Well, I think now that he's permanently settling down. He was a traveling nurse, so he's been on the road for years and years, and he never had a garage. He doesn't have furniture, shit like that. But, he's settling down, so Sammy's gotta get a proper shop and,
Mhm.
build out that panhead, get down to the fucking Motor City Get Down, represent.
Yeah, dude. That was sweet. Yeah.
Actually, we only 5 hours. We should fly out to Sammy's and then get there for the next one.
That would be sick.
Yeah,
Dude, you guys just fly right into here, man. You can just pick you up right here, bro.
True. I got to
true.
get all my passport shit figured out. Ugh.
Dude, I just got a real ID for
Yeah.
the first I think they implemented that the flight thing, like, back in, like, 2018, so it's been, like, 8 years, and I just got one this week because I have to fly on Sunday. Bro, I went down to the fucking DMV and I'm like, I gotta fly like next Monday. How long does this take? The real ID thing. And she goes, yeah, it takes about like it could take up to like 45 days. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Dude, 5 days later, it was in the mail, in my mailbox.
Ugh.
So if you're like putting that shit off, dude, just go and get your real ID.
I can't. I don't have the paperwork. That's why I haven't done it.
Just use my shit, dude.
It's fine.
We look enough alike.
I'll just drive. Honestly, I don't mind. I'll drive out to Michigan. That ain't that far. I have people
Because
out in Michigan I can see.
you guys know Nick from Forever Two Wheels, don't you?
Not
He's
personally.
yeah, like Nick's my boy, man. He drove to the show last year. Him and his boy. He came out there.
Yeah, he's up in Maine, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're very well aware of his shop. We haven't met him yet. But yeah, I mean I'm trying to think.
Nick's
My old man, my old man's whole side of the family is in Michigan. I'm trying to think. The last time I went out there, I think it's like 16 hours to. He's out in the Grand Rapids area.
okay. Yeah, he's on the west side of the state. Yeah,
Yeah, and then
yeah,
we
I'm
had.
close. I'm like right by Flint, like outside of Flint.
Okay, yep. Muskegon out that way ish.
Up a little farther north. Yeah, I actually got a
Okay,
show doing up there with some dudes over the summer too. These 5 dudes, man. They come to every event I do, and they're just good, solid dudes. And they sit there like, Ron, we want to do something during Muskegon bike time. But I'm like, what do you want to do? We want to do a chop show. Okay, I'm in. What do you want to do?
no
All right,
kidding. There's a chopper show in Muskegon. My
yeah,
my
yeah,
great
dude.
grandparents were in Muskegon for like my entire childhood. So I've been to Muskegon a couple times, and I remember it as like my great grandpa's tucked away little shed where he did his wood crafts and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, I went in my first Dodge Viper. I went on my first bike ride in Muskegon. Shit, yeah,
go on
that's
the big
really
ship
cool.
that they have there, dock there. There's a ship there you can go walk that's been docked there for.
Ah, oh, that's right. Oh, I don't
Oh,
remember. It's been a
I
long
had to
time.
look at a map, dude. But all right, so you're like New
Hold your
York,
hand out.
New
Hold your hand
York
out.
Do the
almost.
mitten.
Do the mitten.
Yeah.
Wait, is
I
that the
am
right way?
here.
Yeah.
I am here.
Yeah, like
Detroit
Lake
is here.
Erie,
Over here
Buffalo,
is Grand Rapids.
Niagara Falls, all that shit.
Up
Gotcha. Yep.
here's Muskegon.
Yep. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, they're all over the place. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I could make that drive. That's not offensive to me.
Yeah, I got a bunch of cool dudes coming. I got a bunch of my Florida dudes coming. I got some dudes from Georgia's coming. I mean, dude, the vibe there, this show's fun, man. I mean, obviously, just like your guys' show, you want everybody to come, man. If you guys can make it, be fucking rad. I'd love to have you guys there. If you can, I get it too. Um,
When is it again?
August 21st and 22nd.
Okay, right on. Right
So
on.
it's like the weekend before Labor Day. And I'm gonna look into flights coming to your guys' show because I think I gotta be there.
We'd
Dude, that
love
would
to
be
have you,
fucking
man.
awesome, man.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
I think I have to be there. But let me tell you,
That's
bro,
a
I'm not
that's
driving.
a short
I
flight.
can't. Yeah,
You
I'll fly,
don't
but
wanna
I have
miss the first one. The first one's gonna be crazy. The second one, they're probably gonna make a bunch of rules, you know what I mean? Like, "Oh, you can't take that out at the show," you know? "You can't do this at the show." The first one, it's anything goes.
right. No fire extinguishers, nothing. It's just let it rip. Yeah.
We haven't talked about any of that. We haven't talked about it. There's no contingency plans. All we know is there has to be a path wide enough for an ambulance and a fire truck. That is it.
Yeah.
And room to
We got
blow
that
shit up.
we got that down.
Yep. That's yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck it. It's gonna be fun.
Food, beer, and explosives and choppers.
Yeah. Fireworks
Perfect.
are legal in New Hampshire, the good ones.
Yes, they are. Ooh, yeah. How have we not thought of that? We need to do fireworks.
We need to do some fireworks, dude.
Fuck. How have we not thought
Like,
of
you
that?
could do
yet?
a legit and I've done it on the 4th of July. You can go to a fireworks store and buy legit, like, mortars that go up, and you could do your own fireworks show.
Actually, the 4th of July is the best time to buy them because on that day, they're just like, get them the fuck out of here. So you go in there and
Right.
get
You're right.
I didn't think
You're
about that,
$10
dude.
of
The 5th
fireworks
of
for like
July.
$100. Yeah.
Yeah, you go to a fireworks store after the 4th of July,
Oh.
and you can just clean them out, dude.
Yeah.
BOGO's like mad, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Insane.
BOGO.
It's fucking great.
Yeah. Good the
Damn.
good stuff, too. Stuff that can hurt
And
you.
then you get the Roman candles for the assholes that fuck up and you shoot Roman candles at them.
Oh, yeah. I got a scar
Yeah.
on my leg from that.
Yeah,
Big
dude, those
times.
balls are hot, dude.
Yep.
I
Those
think
are
everybody has at least one circular burn mark on their body from
Yeah.
I got a bottle rocket one.
Oh,
bottle
My
rocket, yeah.
dad, my dad shot bottle rockets at me.
dude,
I was
it's
He's shooting them at me.
it's so funny you say that. My stepfather, he didn't shoot it at me per se, but he stuck it in the ground when I was pretty young, and I was kind of freaked out by the fucking thing, and I'm like kind of hot, like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? And the tape that held the rocket part to the fucking stick came loose, and the fucking thing came right at me and hit me in the chest. Hit me in the and blew up right there. I was like, fuck fireworks forever. It took me a long time to fuck with fireworks. I was not the kid playing with fireworks because after that I was like, nope, fuck that.
That's
That's funny you say that.
awesome.
I
times.
forgot, dude. We just opened up a whole new chapter on this because I forgot that it's right after 4th of July. So we're gonna have a fireworks show.
I didn't even
For
think about
sure.
fireworks. Yeah, fireworks
Yeah.
while the hardcore show is going. That would be so sick.
New Hampshire's very like most places in the US, they're like, you can't do that. But you can get the good shit, dude. Like M80s are legal. That's a
Yep.
quarter stick of dynamite, bud.
Yeah. Yep.
So
get
my
big
grandpa
mortars
used to
and all
take
that shit.
M80s and he'd tape them to a rock and he'd light them and throw them in the water, watch them blow up, and he'd tell you got all the fish out of there instead of fishing.
Yeah, dynamite fishing.
Him up, he'd just net them up and throw them in the buckets.
Hell yeah.
Dude, back in the day, they used to sell fireworks at like convenience stores, like in the ghetto, at the shitty places. There's a place on the west side, dude, Bob's Market. It's probably still there, Rimmon Heights. You could get smoke bombs, you get M80s, you can get black cats, and we'd go down there, and they only cost a couple of cents. You know, you're a couple of fucking ragamuffins. Me and my cousin would go down there. We'd get smoke bombs, throw them in the street. Cars are driving through, they can't fucking see anything. We take those M80s, dude, that'll break a window, dude. We throw them up in people's windows, on the windows. We try to get them on the windowsill to break the glass.
Yeah. Dude, the
Malfi.
funniest thing, speaking of M80s, so my dad had his body shop, and my grandpa was there. And my dad had this guy that worked for him at his time, and the guy was kind of a fuck up. And he was always fucking with my grandpa all the time. My grandpa was underneath his truck working. We grabbed the thing of firecrackers and threw them underneath the truck. My grandpa's bouncing his head off the frame as they were going off. My grandpa says, all right, my grandpa's crazy. I mean, he's fucking crazy. My grandpa says, yeah, you think that's funny, you motherfucker? We'll see. So that guy was sitting out there on a milk crate in the middle of my dad's shop eating his lunch. My grandpa lit an M80 and rolled that fucker out there. That fucker
Mm.
blew up. That cork hit him in the ass. You see potato chips and everything fly. And you motherfucker, you trying to fucking kill me. You trying to fucking kill me. He goes, I fucking told you don't fuck with me. He never
Oh
fucked with
Yeah,
man.
me again.
that's
Never
fair.
fucked with me again. It's fucking
Oh
great. I watched that thing go up. I watched that. I watched the whole thing happen. My grandpa
god.
doing, you ever fuck with me again.
Oh.
Jesus, dude.
We had this dude. I used to be the foreman at this shop, and we had this dude who was a real ball buster. He's a good friend of mine. And one day he was out there. We got some dry ice because we worked on aerial equipment and cranes and shit. So we got some dry ice to sink these bushings in, everything else. So we had dry ice laying around after we finished the repair, and he was fucking with them in water bottles and making little soda bottle bombs and shit, like all morning. He'd mix a little bit in there or whatever, and it would pop. And oh fuck, okay. So I'm in my office at lunchtime, and I'm sitting down, I'm doing my thing, eating my lunch or whatever, and all of a sudden my door opens and a fucking Mountain Dew bottle rolls right in between my feet. So I'm like, and I look and I see him and my buddy Kevin, who's a good friend of ours, standing right outside the door, just like plastered against the window, waiting for me to see this thing explode in my feet. So I'm like, motherfucker, and dude, like, you had to peel me off the fucking ceiling. They didn't put anything in it. It was just an empty fucking water bottle. You
Dicks.
motherfuckers. Dude, I
Dick.
was threatening their fucking lives through that window, man. I was like, if this thing fucking goes off, I'm gonna fucking kill you both. This is your last day at work, motherfuckers. Dude, that was not good. But they got me. They fucking got me.
Total dick move.
Fucking A, man. Yeah, that and the
Yes.
acetylene bottles, fuck. Ugh, it's ruthless. It's fucking ruthless.
Did you see those dudes that like fucking trick people and they sit on the airbags and they
Yeah.
deploy them, dude? And then they get launched like 10 feet in the air.
Yeah.
That
That's how
is
you get
fucking hilarious.
that's
and
how you
super
get
dangerous.
2 inches shorter real fast.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It folds those. There's videos, those dudes, they're just sitting here like this 1 second, and the next, their forehead is touching their fucking ankles, and they're going, whee!
Yeah.
Those things send people in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should set up a couple of those at the Idle Hand show.
Yeah. Have the ambulance right next door.
Just like at a picnic table or something.
Oh my God.
All four corners of the picnic table.
Yeah, dude.
And just send the picnic table launch.
Just have like 10 people sitting there and all of a sudden like,
Welcome
Yeah.
to Jackass.
Yeah. You just got punked.
Yeah. We're going to have mad media crews there and aerial photography. So we'll have a cool like sizzle reel for the next year.
Yeah.
Watch how we
Yeah, but
paralyze three
you
people.
don't have a lot of evidence either, though.
Yeah, exactly. No, our AV guy's good. He knows the deal.
Oh, shit. That's
Yep.
awesome. So you guys building anything yourself, man? You guys personal shit? What you guys got going on?
Rhino's got it all going on.
I'm doing 2 builds right now. I'm in a build competition for Seacoast Harley. I'm building, I think it's an '05 fucking, I don't know what the fuck it is. A twin cam?
Yeah, it's Street Glide Twin Cam.
Yeah, it's definitely not my platform. I'm having a hard time coming up with a ways to make this thing cool. But then I'm building a bike for the Idle Hand show. I got a 69 slab side shovel. And that is like my dream bike. So I'm like really trying to go all out, but I lost my job back in fucking January. So limited funds to buy cool stuff for that. So I'm like deep in the scrap pile and I'm trying to make things work and but it's coming along. That thing's
Dude,
gonna
if
be
there's anything I can help you out with parts wise, some I have, dude, don't hesitate. That's
yeah,
what
dude, I
this
appreciate
brotherhood's
that. Yeah.
about. Yeah, I got you, man. You need anything? I got my own parts stuff that I have, but I have some, I got my good stuff too. If I can help
Yeah.
you because I might want to see this bike when it's done. It might have like a magazine. It might kind of go in,
Fuck yeah, dude.
Damn.
Yeah.
Just so, hey, did you throw it out to everybody about the Idle Hand Showman that we're giving out Best in Show for a feature in traditional chopper?
We have not said anything about that. You should talk about it right now.
I think we just did. I think we just did. Did we just? Did I miss something?
That's what I heard.
Man. Man. So we talk to you guys, man. Like Yeah, all you dudes, man, coming out, man. And here's the thing, too, man. I want to tell your dudes that are building, man. If they want to tag me at Traditional Chopper too, I'll repost their stuff as well with you guys, man, to help traction. I want to let everybody know it's involved with your show, man. Traditional Chopper's here to help. We're here to
Hell yeah.
help. Vital Hand Show. We're here to help you guys out of your garage, man. Let's other people see what you're creating, and that's what we're here for. Yeah, we're gonna get some, give some features away, shoot some bikes. Let's get your stuff out there, man. Let's do this, man. Let's keep this rolling.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, dude, super appreciate that. And by the way, like, I'm blown away by the quality of the builds in this competition right now. Like, the dudes that are building, like, I'm not even gonna name any names, but there's some dudes in this competition that I am flabbergasted have they're making fucking everything, dude, and
Yes.
it's insane the amount of work that they're putting into this stuff. Nobody's phoning it in, you know what I mean? Like, when you start something like this, you're like, you don't really know what to expect, especially in the first year. They're like, Dan and Ryan are a couple of bums. Like, what are they gonna put together, you know? But the thing that makes this show so special is the people that threw down and were like, I'm building a bike for this thing, they pulled out all the stops. You know, they're posting like every single week about like the parts that they're making and like they're doing things that they'd never done before. And I'm just blown away because it's really great, you know? It's not shit.
No,
Like
it's
it's not a bunch
really
of
high
fucking hacks,
quality.
dude.
Yeah.
These
I'm
guys
looking
are
at some.
amazing.
Yeah, I look at some of these dudes' finish work, man. I'm like, I've seen the stuff they're posting on. I'm looking. I mean, like, I've seen how they're feathering everything out of their welds and all this stuff, like smoothing out the sissy bars and all that shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, that's a lot of file, a lot of handwork, and a lot of tool work. And I'm seeing some of the finish work. I'm like, dude, these guys ain't fucking around. I mean, they're doing some nice fine-tuned stuff. I mean, you don't have to finish all this stuff, but dude, it's a lot of handwork. It's
Especially
not just
especially if you don't have like lathes and like Bridgeports and shit. Like they're doing it by hand. Like I saw
fingers
like
get
do
out.
shaved lowers and fucking rebuilding 70s girders and making them fucking bulletproof and shit, or making your own Springer, like, for the first time. It's amazing. I'm
Or
so impressed.
adapting a turbocharger to a Sportster
Yeah,
all on your own. What? It's
yeah,
crazy. It's
that's
unfucking
awesome.
believable.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's
Yeah,
crazy.
I
so
said the
inspiring.
creativity, dude, sick. Yeah, the creativity you guys have created is so fucking sick. It's insane.
Yeah.
So
But
insane.
again, it's just like my favorite part about the show is just that the community raises all the money. You know, like the community gives us the venue. The community is the one that's building the bikes. It's free to vend, free to attend. Like it's just to me, it's like the perfect chopper show. You know, it
Yeah.
embodies everything about it. Like me and Dan are gonna be broke after the show.
Already are.
So one lucky builder, or hopefully if we get more money, you know, like a couple of lucky builders get to take that money and then based off of their merit in what they've done, you know, like they get to go on to the next thing. Like it maybe they can launch their own parts thing, or maybe they buy their dream bike and they get to build that, you know? Like the thing that really inspires me is just that we're just a couple of deadbeats and everybody's like putting their heart into it. And I'm
Mhm.
like, that's what it's all about, you know? Like
Yeah.
I put my heart into this shit too. And that's why I'm protective of it and I care about it so much is that like, to do it the right way, you know? Like, because social media is fucking lame as fuck, dude. And
Yeah,
if
it
you're
sucks.
popular on there, like,
You mean
you must
chocolate?
be yeah, dude, like, none of that matters. Like, that's the other thing is, like, you can have there's people that don't even know how to use Instagram that are on our show. Like, they're on we have an internal chat for, like, the builders and stuff, and they're like, "What's the difference between a reel and a story?" You know, like,
Yeah.
you don't have to be good at technology. You just have to
Right.
be good at fucking giving a shit about what you build and doing cool creative shit. And that's what really it's inspiring me to build my bike. I'm building my bike for the show
Same.
just to be able to build along with them, you know,
Yeah.
because like I got
Yeah,
to keep that
right.
stoked high.
Yeah, dude, that's yeah, man. I'm with that all the way, dude, because building with them, it shows that you're, you're not a chief, you're an Indian too, man. And that's a good, and I'm with that, dude, the whole way. That's the way it should be. And it's cool, man. I mean, I'd like to have a bike done for this year, but with this moving stuff I just did, I just can't do it. I got a couple on deck, but I want to feel it's not like all about me, because I'm sure you guys feel this way. Without these guys coming and being at your show, building this bike and do this, there is no show.
There's no show.
We are the show.
Absolutely.
We're just pulling the strings to put it together. Yeah, we're doing it. We're creating the event, but without the people who show up, without your sponsors, without your builders, without the people attending, there's no show. Those are the most important keys to the show, man. And when you build that, and the people love it, and I still think that people are starving for chopper stuff and serving. And that's one why me and Bill started this show here in Detroit. There's nothing going on here in Detroit. There's one show and that's it. And that's why I'm like, fuck it, we're bringing it back. It's like you guys, your area. I mean, it sounds like you guys are doing something because the certain areas and certain states of people are starving for it, man. And we're doing it. We're bringing it back. We're doing it, man. But like I said, with all these people who attend and have a part of it, it's like I did we did that first Motor City Get Down, dude, like for $750. I mean, broke as shit. I bought a set of speakers off Amazon, just plug my iPad into it. Like I had a microphone on that thing and that, just bullshit stuff. And it's like, the only bitch I had is like, man, you wish you guys had food. I was like, that's it?
Mm.
That's all, bitch? I mean, all the years I knew it's the only bitch in my fucking victory lap. This.
We can get some food.
We're simple people, man. Yeah.
Damn, I'm like,
bikes, we're happy.
damn, Caesar's right next door. Take your ass over and get a fucking pizza.
Yeah, absolutely. We just need the bikes in the parking lot.
Yeah, I mean, but it's yeah, man, as they say, you build it, they'll come.
Yeah, and I love that what you said about, like, in your area, if there ain't shit going on, fucking make some shit go on, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
nobody's gonna do it for you, and, like, we're lucky, we're one of the big 3, we have Laconia and stuff, but it's not Chopper Central. Let's admit it,
Right.
like, we
Yeah.
got a lot of other shit going on. Same with Sturgis, same with, Daytona. You have to you have to be involved to make the cool thing, like, you have to put on the Chopper show if you want choppers at Sturgis, Laconia, or Daytona. But if you're from fucking Long Island, New York, and there's nothing there, do a ride, do a parking
Yeah.
lot show, like, grow that
Yeah.
stuff like grassroots. And if you care about it, it will grow because there's other people in that area. There's nowhere in America where there's absolutely 0 chopper people that will go to your show. Like, there's enough
Right.
of us that'll go there, and maybe it'll be small in fucking northern Iowa or where the fuck you are, but you can make an impact. You can do something about it and get the fuck off the internet. Get the fuck on a bike and get the fuck outside, get some fresh air and talk to people, shake hands, drink some beers and fucking hang out, because that's real, you know? And people forget that there's an online community, but that's not real, Like, once you get the people in front of you and you actually get to, throw your arm around them and be like, "Dude, I've been meaning to meet you and shit," like, that's the interaction that you need to foster. So make something small. Do a parking lot show. Do a fucking local ride or something. Create a poker run. Do something different, or do something exactly the same, But just get people that are stoked on this shit, because otherwise, like, dude, I heard a lot of stats about these Gen Z kids. Okay, they don't fucking drink beer. They don't fucking leave their house. All their dating is online. Like, that's not real life. You don't want to live in a fucking computer, dude. You know Go and touch grass. Get out on a motorcycle and, like, burn yourself on the exhaust, like, break down on the side of the road. Like, those experiences are so much more
Tank
important.
ride and check on your bike.
Exactly. Don't talk to her on Tinder. Tell her to hop on your fucking tank and take her down the road on your sketchy ass chop, and you guys are gonna really bond over that, okay?
So,
That's
dude,
your
I want
wife
to ask you
now.
guys something, man. Me and Ben do this on our pod, man. No, I don't know if I'd be both you on there, but so we have one question. I want to ask you guys this. This is cool. So, what is the craziest fix on the side of the road that you guys have done to get back on the road?
Ooh.
'Cause this is always a great one, man. Like, we get some good ones, man. They're crazy.
Fuck.
And it's not call it fucking tow
Um,
truck either.
no. We've only done I think we've only done that the one time. I think we've only ever called a wrecker
What
once.
one of the best ones, or I guess the one that I like. I don't know how crazy it was, but so Dan, we went to Deadbeat. It was out in Fiddlehead. We were out at this campground, and my bike, it was shit. Like the road inside the campground, it was like Mad Max. Like it was craggy and rocky and shit. And my bike stalled out. I had some sort of electrical problem. And Dan just finished his Gypsy Witch bike. And he goes, "Oh, I think it might be your regulator." He takes like a Bowie knife and he slices his show bike's regulator off his bike, cuts the wires and splices it into mine and gets my bike running again. It wasn't the right regulator. I got about 20 minutes down the road and then it
Yeah.
fucking died again. But I just that moment was so cool because it was like,
That is cool. That is
you
really
just
cool.
finished this bike that you love, that you like, that was perfect, and then you just gutted it to give me a piece, to cannibalize a piece off your bike to get me home that day. You know what I mean? I just thought
Yeah.
that was cool.
That's chopper brotherhood right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
dude.
we do.
That's
That's
what
what we
it's
do.
about. That is what it's about right there. If
For
people don't
sure.
understand what you guys just said and what you just did, they don't know a damn thing about chopper stuff at all. That's the
Yeah.
heart of
It hurt me more than it hurt you. That's
Yeah,
it.
dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
parts
was
are
like, "No, dude,
replaceable,
just
man.
finish that fucking thing."
Yeah, parts are replaceable. It was in the back of the truck anyways. It's all good. Fuck. I'm trying to think. I had to once, this was before I met anybody. I was riding home from my old job. I just picked up my Sportster that became the Gypsy Witch. This was, I think, the first time I'd ever ridden both on a highway and at night. So it was
Boy.
me, my shitty little 883. I had ridden around my town a few times, no license, none of that stuff. I was working night shift. So, no, I'm sorry, I was working swing shift. So when I went in, it was nice, bright, sunny, all good. I took back roads. It was beautiful. When I went home, I took the highway because I was like, fuck this. I want to get the hell home. It's dark. I can't see shit.
Right?
So I get on the highway. As soon as I get on the highway and start to rev, I'm in like, highway speeds, every single light on the bike turned off. The bike kept running, but every single light on the bike turned off.
Need a
Now,
little
mind you,
extra juice.
I have no fucking mechanical ability at all at this point, right? The only thing I've done to a motorcycle at this point is remove a carburetor, sink it in carb clean, literally as an entire assembly, and then put it back on after I blew it out with compressed air. And that was it. And I spray painted that bike. That was all I had done. So I pulled over and I called my buddy and I was like, "You got to come get me right now." And he's like, "I'm on a date. You're fucked." He was like the only one at this point
Getting
at
laid,
night.
bro.
He was like the only one that I knew was awake and had a truck and could actually help me out or whatever. So I ended up, he was like,
bro.
he was kind of giving me some pointers or whatever. And I forget exactly what it was, but he was like, find a piece of metal and touch it from here to here. And I found I had like a bunch of change in my pocket and I used a paper clip and I like linked a paper clip and like 3/4 together to touch the terminal from my battery to the ignition or whatever the fuse, and it lit up. So the fuse had blown, but I had basically bridged the power to force power back to it. All the lights came back on. I just ripped it home. It kept happening like every 5. I don't know. I don't even remember what was wrong with it. It just kept tripping the fucking circuit breaker or whatever. But I had to like junction and like wrap 3/4 together to keep power going to the lights. It was my first time at night, dude. And I had these little fucking like beach bars on the Sportster and I'm doing this the whole fucking time. I got home, dude. I was like white knuckling like a motherfucker. It was a while before I rode at night again. That was my very
That's
first time.
awesome.
Yeah.
That is rad, dude. That's
I've
great.
jammed but I've had to jam like wood in my clutch cable and shit. I have actually on my Sportster, I got a new clutch cable. The other one broke, and I have a couple zip ties right where the perch is, where the slide comes out, and you pin
Yep.
it into the clutch lever. I have 2 zip ties on the cable itself to take up the extra slack because I got the wrong size. I'm like, I'm not fucking doing that again, dude. I'm not ordering a new one and fucking no. So it
Dude,
works. It is what it
hey,
is.
that's awesome, dude. That's great.
Yeah.
That's
No,
great.
I've heard some really good ones. We don't have any of those real good ones yet, but we'll get
Yeah.
Yeah, our
Hey,
bikes,
man,
we
you gotta
build
keep
our
that
bikes
shit
too
up,
big.
man. That shit's awesome.
yeah.
What about
Fun
you,
shit.
Ron? What's yours?
Dude, so I got it, man. I had the spring break on a CB, and I'm sitting there, I'm trying to figure out what it is. So I had an ink pen. I pulled it out, I grabbed that spring, I stretched it, put them in there, got the plunge, down the road.
No
Got me
shit.
home, yeah.
Damn. That reminds
Yep.
me of another one. There was this one day on that same Sportster, I was out riding with my buddies. Now, mind you, these 3 dudes I was riding with all grew up riding motocross to the point where they were professional by the age of 17. These dudes can ride a fucking bike. So we're in Nashua, New Hampshire. We pulled into this parking lot. We were going to try and take a Yui, wrong parking lot. So my friends, instead of turning around, going back out onto this major roadway through here and just, doing the right thing and making a U-turn, they were like, fuck it, we're just going to hop these curbs. They're all on like, my buddy Justin was on like a black line. Like they're all on like well suspensioned bikes and they're fucking seat bouncing the shit, right? They know what they're doing. I learned how to ride a motorcycle like 2 weeks prior to this. I'm like, fuck it. I'm on my little Sportster with fucking burly slammers on the back. Like, how bad could it be? It's like a fucking 12-inch granite curb. So as I went over it, it sheared. It didn't shear the spring. It sheared the pin
Oh, there they
or
are.
the kickstand spring off the frame. So the kickstand came out, bucked me off the bike, and then I didn't have a way to hold my kickstand anymore. So I had to take the laces out of my boot, out of my left boot. No, I think I took it out of the right boot because the left one was clutch. And then I had to tie that up so it would hold my fucking kickstand, and I never fixed it. As long as I ran that frame, still I had to weld on a kickstand when I redid that bike because I'd never put that fucking tab back on. I just kept it on there with a fucking length of shoestring forever.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome.
It was embarrassing as shit when you pull up somewhere and you go, hold on, guys, hold on, I'll be right there. You turn your bike off and you had to untie the fucking shoestring so you can put your kickstand down. And hold on, don't leave without me. Hold on, give me a minute.
Bro,
Yeah,
you
it's
couldn't pay for a bungee? Come on.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I should have. Yeah.
Yeah,
Stupid,
those
stupid,
temporary
stupid.
fixes, they usually become permanent fixes. You're
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, I'll fix that
Yeah.
later." But you're
Well,
like, "Hey, it worked." And
It works for now. Fuck it. Yeah.
that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Good stuff.
dude.
Oh,
Yeah, I
man.
remember actually that same bike that, you gave me the regulator off of, it was another deadbeat year,
God.
and, we went for a ride up in the White Mountains, and, you let Wigwam take your bike,
Yeah. Our buddy
and
had flown out from Cali and he didn't have a bike. We were at this event out in Maine, middle of the woods. And I was like, bro, go for the ride with them. They're going through the Kangamangas and like real scenic shit. And he's from the area, but I don't know if he'd done it. I was just take my Sportster and go for a rip. And then
Yeah.
all of this happened.
yeah. So, we're at, like, I think it's, like, almost 8,000 feet elevation, like, up there. Like, it's twisties, it's mountainous, like, the White Mountains, beautiful, great riding. But, broke the throttle cable probably about 5 minutes into the ride, and then he was just dude, we were on this ride for, like, 3 hours. We went all through the White Mountains, all through the Kangamangas, like, dude, people were their carburetors were, like, coughing and, like, shitting, like, grease and fish tank, like, their car the
Anyone
elevation
without a
was
CV.
high enough that it, like, they had their shit fucking fucked up, and they had to, like, readjust their shit, and he was just sitting there like this, just pulling on the throttle cable, dude. He, like, had it wrapped around his hand, and we went, like, hundreds of miles, dude, that day. We went all the way up the Kank into fucking New Hampshire and then back to Maine.
Yep. And so our friend Wigwam is a little bit bigger than I am, and that bike was not a hardtail. I welded the fender mount to the swing arm, and then I got a fiberglass seat pan seat so that it had some flex to it, so that I could tuck the fender in and make it look, real chopper or whatever, rib fender.
Yeah.
So it was real nice and tucked. but it still had burly slammers on it. I'm only like 150 pounds. I'm never compressing those burly shocks, but Connor did. And
Yeah.
he wore that fender into the tire. And honest to God, thank God they got back when they did, because another few miles like that, if he had rubbed a couple more times, it was showing wire. Like he would have fucking banana peeled that tire, and it would have been a lot worse. So that was the end of that bike. That was curtains for that was when I decided to
Yeah.
just throw
Like,
that thing
let's
in the
just go up
shed.
to 8,000 elevation, go to the brewery, and
Yeah.
then ride back. Everybody was safe though, but everybody's bike broke down. Like Grease had fucking his exhaust snapped off. Jean Luc was there, and he had some fucking wire we tied it up with. Like we broke down a lot.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, John Luke had to adjust those burly slammers by hand. There's a
Yeah,
photo of him. Our buddy is strong enough that he fucking adjusted those slammers by hand. Yeah. I don't know how the fuck you do that, but scary
he
dude.
eats fucking his own hot sauce every day. Shout
Yeah.
out Jean Luc. Stay strong, co. Get the shits. Get
Hmm.
the shit. Hot sauce is the best hot sauce in the
So
world.
good. Another
It's like
chopper dude.
you eat that
He's
shit and you're like fucking Popeye, dude. You can adjust that shit by hand.
Yep. He's an idle hands
That
builder
grip
too.
strength.
He's an A-sider.
Yeah.
Fucking A. Yep.
Yeah. Can't wait to see his fucking update, dude. A lot
I
of these
know.
dudes too. So like some people, they post all the time. Like they post like a couple times a week, or they post like long reels and stuff. And then some people I forget are even still in the competition because they never update. But that's the beauty of it. If you're not a fucking Instagram guy, you're not a social media guy, it doesn't matter. You just got to post when it's time to post, you know?
Yep. So the
Or
judges
you
can
got
see
them
it.
dudes that just want to hold out, wait to the end, just like bam.
Yeah, absolutely. There's somebody building a trike right now, a gold wing powered trike that is also going to be a wood fired pizza oven. That's actually happening. So I can't wait to see that update. I can't wait to see how far he's gotten with that thing.
Well, pizza.
Yeah, he's he said he's going to be slinging pizzas out of the back of it at idle
That's
hands. So
insane.
yeah, I got to
The
get
other,
a I got to get a piece of that first pie.
the other thing is like the thing that keeps this so cool is like the dudes that are in the competition, right? So we have the rule about the competition is when you get cut, you're not out of the show, right? So if you when we took the initial entries and we took 150 bikes and you said, I'm going to build a bike for the show, all 150 bikes are in the show. If you want the grand prize, we have all these cuts. But if you come to our show with a completed bike and you entered, you're in. So that dude, he was like, I don't give a fuck if I win. I'm coming with a motherfucking pizza oven on the back of my trike. And that's what's so cool about it is like all these dudes that are like, that's what we really wanted is like your prize at the end of all this is you get to have a fucking awesome chopper
Without a doubt. 100%.
that
Oh
you
yeah.
got to build. That's your
And then
prize, dude.
meet
And
everybody else
you're
and
showcased with so we
right.
have like our A side, those are the people competing for the grand prize. We have the B side, they're still just as stoked. We have a freak show, which is people that we're inviting. So there's gonna be fucking top-notch bikes, and they're all there because they build cool shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're all in the same line, and they're all like, that's what it's about. It's just being like, "Look at all these fucking garage builders, dude,"
And
doing cool, weird shit.
And Saturday morning, one of the B-siders is going to be handpicked by our 3 judges to move up to the A side and be eligible for the main prize. That to me, if I'm in this competition, man, that would get me so fucking stoked. That would be I mean, that's going to be incredible. I can't wait to
Our
witness.
redemption pick
Yeah, I
is
can't wait to witness
if
it.
you got cut and you're like, "Yo, fuck those motherfuckers, dude. Build the baddest motherfucking bike and you can still win." You show up the
Right.
day of with the baddest motherfucking bike, dude, they're gonna knock you up to the A side, you know?
Yes. I
B-siders
mean,
really inspire me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, for sure. I will finish this panhead by idle
But yeah,
hands come
Dan, you
hell
didn't
or
even
high
talk I
water.
talked about mine, but you didn't get a chance to talk about yours because we're
yeah.
both building bikes. And Dan,
Come on,
he
Dan.
has to
Lay
earn
this
his
on me.
nickname Danny
Come on.
Panhead.
Come on.
Yeah,
Let's
so
hear this. Let's about this
I gotta
panhead.
I got a 88 inch. It's a SNS and with STD heads, pan head, and it's a original 1950 frame, original 1954 speed, and I'm building that thing up right now. It's coming along. I'm getting some ideas. It's more or less in a roller. All the fabrication essentially is done. I got to mount my new rear fender and stuff, but it's coming along. I have the paint scheme figured out, and that's that. On this one is going to be kind of my bread and butter. Is I just started recently. I started a job at a muscle car restoration shop, so I could kind of hone the painting thing.
Mhm.
And so with this one, I want my body work to be fucking money. I want it to be really nice. I want it to flow. I want it. The idea of the bike is I want it to maybe not like you would have bought it off the showroom floor, but you would have potentially seen this bike in the time frame that it was from. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Other than the wide glide front end, because I can't afford a fucking VL Springer. It is what it is. So you know what I mean? It is what it is. So I got a nice short little wide glide on there, but it looks the part and it fits the part. You know what I mean? And a lot of little trinkety stuff here and there. But I want to do some molding and some scalloping, and I want that to be like the main thing of
Oh,
it. You
yeah,
know what I mean? But
for
it'll be
sure.
fun. Nice little short bulldog stance, big tall apes. It'll be pretty cool. Yep. So that'll be there in July, come hell or high water, because like I was just talking to our buddy Sam the other day about this. Like I I owe it to all of those builders. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
guys figured it out. You guys, it's not like I'm the only one that's been going through shit. Everybody's been going through shit. The world sucks
Right.
for everybody right now. So if you guys could have figured it out, and there's people in the competition that are having kids. Shout out to our boy Dingo today. He just lost his pup in the middle of the competition. Like or Doom, I'm
Oh,
sorry, Doom Manufacturing. So it's like there's if you guys were able to overcome all this shit and then also get to New Hampshire, then I'm gonna have the
Yeah.
bike there. Period. You know what I mean? I have to. I have to have the bike there.
That's the thing is we give a whole year. We kick it off in July, and you're like, you have a whole year, but dude, a lot of shit happens in a year.
Yeah.
dude,
Like
year is really not a lot of time to build a motorcycle anymore when you got life
No.
in the middle of all that, man. I mean, dude, it's insane. Like, I I look at some of the stuff I had going, and I'm like, man, I could usually knock this out in a couple months. Why the hell is this taking me so long? But you got your life, so you got this. I mean, you're like 100 different directions.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's just,
and you have to prioritize it. And a lot of these dudes too, it's like they don't get a lot of work done until it's like, oh fuck, now it's the cut. You know what I mean? So you got to put in the work, and they're doing early mornings and late nights and weekends and stuff. And it's like, dudes have families, dude have fucking hard jobs, like it's tough to get fitted in. And
yeah,
we have a weird aggressive time frame too. So like we had our first cut in when was our first cut? August?
Yeah, it would have been on
Yeah,
no.
so everybody submits, and
I
then
don't
we're
know.
like, "All right, we're gonna cut it from 150 to 100." And then we're gonna cut it in half again in fucking October, October 1st. So not a lot of lead time. So you can start with nothing, but you gotta get your shit together. And then this is the tough part. We have a cut at fucking January 1st.
Yeah.
So right after Christmas in the
Start
middle of
the
the
new
fucking
year.
winter. And then, dude, April 1st, that's our final cut. That's an aggressive time frame, dude. Like, especially if you're in a cold climate,
Yeah.
like it's really fucking hard to get out into the fucking garage. A lot of these dudes don't have fucking heaters and shit,
Right.
They're doing what they can.
And they're getting to the point where they're gonna have to be spraying paint. And Ron, it's hard to spray paint in a real fucking cold room.
man. Oof.
So yeah,
Shit's gonna
they're
heat
up
up.
against it.
This last cut between now and July, you're gonna see these things like nobody has a completed bike, like 100%. You know what I mean? There's some that are further along, like a lot of people, like some people got like powder coating done, and even that dude, the Darling Deer Face, like
Mhm.
she got powder coating done, and they fucked it up, and you have to
Yeah.
like deal with that shit, and like, uh, but now it's crunch time, dude.
Mhm.
I'm starting to
Yeah.
feel the crunch too because I'm looking at my bike and I was like, fuck. But you get a lot done when you get more daylight. and you
Yeah.
have more heat. You know what I mean? It's really hard to get motivated when it gets dark at fucking 4 o'clock
Yeah.
and there's 7 inches of snow outside that you gotta plow. It's hard to get
Yeah.
shit done on your bike. But during
That
the
and like you just
springtime, dude.
man, you get that cut down, it's like, "Alright, fuck, I gotta get off my ass, get going." Like, when you get I don't know if you guys man like me, when I get, like, crunch time, but then I get in, I get grooving, you just everything starts clicking, you're just like, "Bang, bang," and everything's rolling, it's like, you just don't wanna stop. Next thing you know, it's 4 o'clock in the fucking morning, it's like, "Oh,
Yep.
shit."
Yep.
And you get that's how you get shit done, dude, like,
Absolutely.
under the gun, under pressure, and, it's stressful as fuck, dude.
Yeah. That's my
Having a deadline, it's stressful as fuck.
that's
Yeah.
my fucking superpower, man. That's
It's
it.
the only
Like,
way you get shit done, though.
absolutely. If you ever need something out of me, you put a deadline on it. That's why I don't do deadlines on paint jobs anymore. 'Cause it's like, no
Ugh,
way.
no.
I will wait to the last second and I will roll myself into a fucking chaotic ball of stress and then hand you back your paint jobs fucking shaking at the end of it. 'Cause I
Yeah.
haven't slept in fucking 3 weeks. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Oh man. But I'll get it fucking done.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know why we
Ugh.
are this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Why that's
uh,
why I have
Ron, a couple things, we gotta close it down. We're at an hour and a half here. Um, how do people get in touch with you, or how do people, like, tell us about, like, if they wanna get involved in the show, if they wanna get involved with if they wanna subscribe to the magazine, like, where are you on social media? How do they get in touch with you?
Mostly Instagram's my best spot, and everything. It's on there. All the links are there. Or you can go to the website, traditionalchoppermagazine.com. You can subscribe. We're doing a subscription list right now. We're getting ready to do subscriptions. I've been really sketchy on that, man, because I watched a couple magazines go down over that stuff. So I've been like super anal about I'm almost at a spot
Really?
where I'm comfortable. Yeah. I'll tell you that off at a different time.
Yeah.
I just really wanted to make sure I got this right and tight before I let the subscription stuff go. But we're getting there. The list there. You can go fill out, and we're ready. You'll get the email. Um, also, yeah, we're still like I'm about to do the last cut too. For we still got room for amateur chop off guys. I mean, if you're already started into a bike, we're still taking them and stuff. You'll still get some feature stuff. I've still got some room for bikes in the showcase for Motor City Get Down. All that's all on the website. Rams at Traditional Chopper. Yeah, man, it's all right there. The podcast, like I said, the links on the Instagram too. You can catch everything off there. IG's like my main hook. I mean, we're on Facebook, but my wife does that page. I'm not on
Nice,
Facebook.
dude.
Uh-uh.
I don't fuck with Facebook. We do the thing where, like, Meta has us post both places. So
Mhm.
if I haven't answered your Facebook message, it's because I never, ever go on there.
Right.
Except for Marketplace. I'll answer
Right.
those messages.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I only got it from Marketplace.
That's
Yep.
all I'm on. Yeah.
Uh,
No
Love
shit.
Marketplace.
Ron, stick around. I want to talk to you after the show. Thank you so much for coming on. Once again, I just want to thank you for inspiring me. Like I said, Ron is our people. Go and support him. He's supporting the shit out of this show. He gets it. He knows what the fuck is up, dude. And get to know Ron too, by the way. Go reach out because I did a 180, dude. Just like the first time I talked to you, dude, I was just like, Ron's my man, dude. And then you just happened to call me when I was feeling at my like in Ask Dan, dude. We were bumming hard, dude. We were like, we're gonna pull the plug on the Idle Hand show. We're gonna stop doing the fucking podcast. We don't need this bullshit in our life. And then came in on gilded wings and was like, no, dude, choppers are rad, dude. And the stoke is high. And I love you guys and I appreciate you. And it made all the difference in the world. So definitely go and
Dude.
support him. You just had a mag drop March 2026 too, right?
Yeah,
People can go
yeah,
get
yep,
that. Got
yep. That's something that,
Bling's Knuckle, dude.
Yeah,
Merlin's
that thing's
Revenge.
sick.
Looks really nice.
dude. The
So
crazy thing I'll try to start about that with Bill's bike. He's like, I was driving my way, moving back to Michigan. Me and my buddy Dane. I stopped at Bill's shop to shoot it, and he's like, "Where do you want to shoot it?" And we looked outside the door. We moved this fishing boat out of the way, blew some shit out, put it against that wall. I'm like, perfect. Click, click, click.
That
Oh,
dude
that's
came out
awesome.
sick, dude. So thanks for coming on the show, Ron. Guys, low lives. Until next week, get in the fucking garage, chop some shit up, get in trouble, buy some fireworks, have
Yeah,
fun,
fireworks.
and never stop chopping.
Thanks, guys, for having me on. I appreciate it.
Deadbeat Customs. Steve over at Deadbeat Customs is all about grassroots motorcycle riders who build and customize their bikes. When it comes to building a custom motorcycle, they carry the best brands available. Go visit their brick and mortar store in Tewksbury, Mass, or at deadbeatcustoms.com. Remember, enter code LOWLIFE at checkout to save some money. Stay Strong Co. Jean-Luc makes the most heavenly hot sauces in the world. The shits, and hotter than a Harley and a pepper patch, Low Life chopper sauce. Go to staystrongco.org today and grab yourself the holy trinity of hot sauces. Beck Built Fab. Dustin is the plug for excess chopper parts. Drum, disc brake, mid controls, hand shifters, foot clutch, modded worm gears, intakes, and more. He can do any fabrication, weld repair, upholstery, or maintenance job. Check him out at beckbuiltfab.com. Revenant Chop Co. Connor isn't about overpriced lifestyle merch. It's chop clothing made for the garage, for the blue-collar builder who'd rather spend his money on parts than trendy tees. It's not just another stack of black t-shirts either. He drops wild garage-born designs that stand out, gear that looks great, covered in grease, or on the side of the road. Check out RevenantChoppers.com.